I gotta admit, I was gonna say it was good on camera anyway, but man, that is amazing.
So you ain't lying.
That is amazing.
Hey guys, Smitty here with Just Piddlin Barbecue. Today we're going to do a pork belly on the Lonestar Grillz 24x48 offset smoker. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm really excited about this cook. My brother's going to be here. We're going to cook a couple of different things today, and so that's always exciting. And this is the pork belly. I've never cooked just a raw pork belly before. I have cooked a slab bacon before, made burnt ends out of those. But I'm really excited about this cook. We're going to do this pork belly two different ways. We're going to cut this thing in half, do half of it brisket style, and we're going to slice it and make sandwiches out of it, so stay tuned for that. And then the other half we're going to make pork belly burnt ends out of. So both of those are going to be fantastic. So let's go ahead and get into this. Go ahead and cut this pork belly in half, and then start cutting that half that we're going to do the burnt ends with. Go ahead and cut those into chunks. Before we go any further, this video is sponsored by Kuma Knives. They sent me this knife, this chef's knife, and asked me if I would do a review on it, and I told them sure. But before I actually do a review video on it, I'm going to use it in a couple of videos just to run it through its paces and see how it does. And the review is going to be totally honest, so we'll see. But beautiful knife so far. Let's see how it cuts. Alright, so here's our pork belly. Let's get this on the cutting board. We're going to slice it in half, and because we're going to do part of it brisket style, I think from here over is going to be good for the brisket style because it's going to be pretty uniform in shape. So we're going to go probably maybe right there. Yeah, I think that looks good. Wow. And I'm going to tell you right now, all of us right off the bat, that is razor sharp, so I like it. Alright, let's put this over. We're going to get a rack, one of these racks right here, put it in this pan, set that there, and then for this, we're just going to cut this one into squares about an inch, maybe a little bit bigger. Let's see. If I go there and there, that should be pretty good as far as being very nice. I'm liking it. So three pretty equal pieces. And now we're going to flip them this way. And just cut them into chunks for the burnt ends. And look at that beautiful layering, fat to meat. Alright, now for the two rubs today, we're going to use the same rubs for both of these, for the brisket style and the pork belly burnt ends. We're going to go in with the Butcher Barbecue Original Blend Honey Rub. So that's going to be the first layer. And I'm going to go in first on this slab here. Should give us some nice sweetness, along with some good savory notes. Pat it in really well. Make sure you get all four sides. And then get that fat cap. Press that in a little bit. It's already sweating in too. And then for the other half, we're going to do the Piccanary from Whiskey Bent Barbecue Pecan Cherry Rub. This is going to add some great color as well as some great flavor to it. More of a barbecue type color. Get this all over as well, all four sides. And then we're going to do the burn ends the same way. Alright guys, we're out here at the Lonestar Grillz 24x48 offset smoker. Going to be using some Jealous Devil lump charcoal today, the extra large lump. I've already got some in the firebox, and so far I'm really impressed with how clean and how consistent the size of the chunks are. I've got that in here along with a couple of pieces of stick wood. We're going to go ahead and use that gas assist to get this thing started. Let the grill come up to temperature. We're going to try to be running. It's not going to be quite a low and slow today, maybe around 275 today. And once this thing comes up to temperature, then we're going to get that pork belly on and see how it turns out. Let's get this fire started. Alright guys, we got the Lonestar Grillz 24x48 up to temperature. It's at 275 on that end. And tell me if I'm lying, 275 on this end.
274.5.
Okay, I lied. Tuning plates are working well with this Lonestar Grillz. So we're fixing to put this, what the hell we got here?
So we got some pork belly burn ends, and then we got a slab of pork belly that we're going to do something special with that and make some great sandwiches out of it.
All right, let's get it on.
To make it easy, we're just going to leave it on the wire rack. Set it about there and call it a day.
All right, guys. We're about to temp these pork bellies for the burn ends, and we're around 165 to 175 range. So now it's time to get them in the pan, sauce them, let them get nice and happy and sticky and gooey, and then it's going to be time to taste test. Let's get them in a pan. Ooh, look at that. I'm glad I ain't got a glove line. Hey guys, you might want to give you a glove liner when you're doing this because it's hot as fire. But I'm sacrificing my fingerprints for you guys.
Well, they make tongs, Steve. You can tong it.
My brother just informed me they make tongs. Oh, mighty damn.
Best day ever. Easy peasy.
Alright, so now we've got them all in the pan. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you think that right there ain't good, watch what we do now. I've heated up some of my sweet sauce that I make. We're about to drizzle that right over the top of these burn ends. Right over the top. And I'm going to mix them up really nice. Make sure everything gets coated. Everybody gets a bath. Spread them back out really good, and then we're going to give them one more coat of the Butcher Barbecue Honey Rub. Just a nice dusting. Now we're going to cover them with foil and put them back on that pit. Now, let's get a shot of this other half of the equation that we got going on. And right now we're sitting at 174 degrees on the slab of pork belly that we're doing brisket style. 175, 166 in that part. But I gotta tell you, it's probing pretty soft right now. But we're gonna continue to let that go. We're gonna cover the burnt ends. And this is probably only going to go maybe another, what do you think, Harley, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
45 minutes?
Yeah, I'd say 30 minutes probably going to be straight out money up there.
We're going to check them probably in about 30 minutes. We're fixing to put some tin foil over these root vegetables we've got going on with some butter. Get those covered up. We got stuff going on everywhere, guys. Lonestar Grillz is doing work. We'll catch you back in a little bit. Alright guys, we've had these wrapped about 45 minutes and we're fixing to see if they are ready to take off. But first of all, let's temp this slab of pork belly that we're doing brisket style. It's only at 170, but I'm telling you right now, that probe is going in there like butter, I'm telling you. Let's go ahead and take this off. Get this covered back up. Let's see what we're working with here. And it's going to be hot. Yeah, I mean it's going in there. Like butter.
What do you think?
206, 207. I'm calling them done. Take them in there a few minutes, let them rest, and then we're going to do a taste test. Alright guys, so these are the burnt end portion of the pork belly that we did. We started out with a 5-pound pork belly, cut it in half. The other half is still on. We're cooking it brisket style. But these burnt ends are done, and now we're fixing to take a taste test and see how we did. And I can't wait because these smell really good. Let's see how we did, Harley.
Let's do it.
Get which one you want. I'm gonna grab that one right there.
Get that big guy right there.
Ready?
Yep.
Cheers.
Might as well down the hatch.
It's like cotton candy. It melts in your mouth as soon as it hits your tongue.
Really good. Soft, tender, juicy, just, I mean, can't get any better. And simple.
And simple.
That's the main thing. We haven't done hardly any work and turned out a great product.
The homemade sauce we put on it,
Oh.
perfect. Choose your sauce. We went with a sweet type sauce, but not really sweet. But that hit the Butcher Barbecue Rub, perfect with the Pictionary from Whiskey Bent Barbecue.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's
Chad, old boy.
old boy down there in Whiskey Bent. Yeah, it's that two together as a combination, probably you can't beat it. Can't beat it. Yeah, now we're not done.
We're not done. The brisket part of the pork belly is coming up, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, this pork belly that we got on here that we cut in half, left it for that whole piece, brisket style, has been on the grill for about 4 hours and 15 minutes. And we're about to take it off. Let me show you how tender it is real quick. I'm just going to take the probe, and I mean it goes in there really like butter. Temperature inside is really only about 190. You would think it would be over 200. That's 198. But the feel of it tells us that it's done. So we're about to pull it off, let it rest for a minute. Then we're going to slice this and make us a sandwich. Now for this sandwich, we got some hoagie rolls. And the great thing about this Lonestar Grillz is it's got this griddle. And we're going to toast these hoagie rolls up right here on this griddle. We got some butter on the hoagie rolls. It's not going to take long, so you don't want to leave them alone. Give them a little press, get a little toast, and then it's going to be time for sandwiches. Alright guys, we've been resting for what, about 30 minutes?
Yeah, about 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Now we're fixing to slice into this pork belly and see how we did. We've been cooking this pork belly for about 4.5 hours, roughly 250 degrees on the Lonestar Grillz offset smoker. And now we're fixing to slice it. We're going to do probably about 1/4 inch slices, and then we're going to make some sandwiches with this pork belly. So let's get into the pork belly and see how we did.
Slicing like butter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. I mean, like jelly.
Yeah, it does. It's got a bend almost like a brisket.
So now it's time to build a sandwich and see what it really tastes like. So what we're going to be using, we thought about making a homemade aioli, but with the time that we had, we're doing 2 videos today. And so we just decided to settle on Hidden Valley Ranch secret sauce. We're going to see what it's about. We've been seeing it at the store, and we're going to see what it's about. So that's what we're going to use. We've got some bread and butter pickles. I went ahead and toasted up some of these hoagie buns on the griddle part of the offset smoker. Beautiful. And then we caramelized some onions in a cast iron skillet on the smoker as well. So gonna be really good. Now let's make this sandwich. Go ahead with yours, Harley.
And I'm actually gonna put some pork belly on there first.
So you're going with the pork belly first?
I'm going pork belly first.
I hear you.
I'm actually gonna get those 2 right in there.
That's the 2 that I wanted.
Well, I knew they were, that's why I took them.
A little special sauce.
Yep. See if we can get that to come out. I'm gonna go a little heavy with it. See what it's all about.
And the bread and butters.
Yep. Just a couple in there.
I'm gonna go with the special sauce first. Then I'm gonna go with the bread and butters on the bottom. Then I'm going to go with the pork belly. Look at that. And 2 pieces might be too big. Did you put 2 pieces?
I put 2, I went 2.
I hear you. Okay.
Well, I didn't get this big by going with 1 piece of pork belly.
I hear you. And then we're going to go with the onions. I'm just going to use my fingers.
I did the same thing.
I cooked it myself, so.
Absolutely.
Right on top, and then, boom. Cut that bad boy in half.
So I kind of like that that side cut. That way.
Cutting on the old bias.
Yeah. Man, that thing's amazing.
Okuma knife. Those caramelized onions are smelling amazing. Alright, you ready? Look at that. Pork belly sandwich, brisket style. You ready?
Yep. Better get the hunch on.
Fun.
admit, I was gonna say it was good on camera anyway, but man, that is amazing.
So you ain't lying.
That is amazing.
That's one of the best sandwiches I've ever had in my life.
That is amazing. I can't even lie. That is amazing. I mean, I'll lie for my brother sometimes, but I ain't even got to today. We can just keep it real.
That is off the chain. Now, just so you don't think we're lying, we're about to get my daughter, who's behind the camera, to come over here and give it a little taste and see what she
Absolutely.
thinks.
Absolutely.
So stand by.
Okay.
All right, Sarah, give us your honest opinion now.
That's pretty good.
That's good, ain't it?
It's like Firehouse Subs, but 10 times better.
But 10 times better.
Is this
Yeah.
my?
Yeah.
Is this my name?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, when Firehouse starts putting pork belly on the menu,
They should bring you in. Bring you guys in. I'm eating one more bite before I leave.
that's amazing.
All right, guys, there you have it. We are done with this pork belly brisket style cook. We were in the middle of doing the taste test, and the camera died, so we had to recharge it. But final thoughts, because obviously we have demolished the sandwiches. Harley, final thoughts on the sandwich?
Extremely surprised. I mean, I've made a sandwich like that before, and it was really good. I just think the combinations of the rub, and even that ranch secret sauce, that was
Pretty good.
I gotta be honest with you.
Hidden Valley Ranch secret sauce, pretty good.
That was kind of the surprise
Pretty good.
of it. I don't like sweet pickles. We was talking about that a minute ago, but I gotta tell you, without it, I think it would have been missing.
Yeah.
You would have definitely been like, man, we need to put those on there.
The secret
Great
sauce,
sandwich.
sweet pickles, the caramelized onions in the cast iron on the Lonestar, the pork belly, amazing, and it was Swift brand, and it was perfect, absolutely perfect.
And toasting the buns.
Toasting the buns on the griddle,
Go that extra mile and toast those buns. I think that's a game
a
changer.
little bit of butter on there, put them on that griddle,
Yeah.
toast them. That made a big difference, gave it a little texture.
Worth it.
Everything about it was top notch.
Yeah.
Then we had the pork belly burn ends.
Yep. Super good. You know, and you cut them into good bite-sized pieces to where you feel like you're getting a good piece of burn end, and it's phenomenal. That sauce.
The sauce was good, but really the burn ends first, but then we had the sandwich.
Yeah. Well,
The sandwich kind of took over.
I could have
burn
done
ends.
without the burn ends.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you.
We could have taken the burn ends and turned that into more sandwiches.
Exactly.
About 10 more sandwiches, I would have been okay with that.
So we're fixing to go eat some more sandwiches. Everybody else is in there right now eating some sandwiches. But a great day overall. Jealous Devil Charcoal did great.
Did great.
Lonestar Grillz did great. Appreciate my brother being here. And
Thanks for having me.
great day all the way around. So give us a thumbs up, please. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in the comments below. Let us know what you think about this cook. And until next time, we'll be piddling. See you guys.
Won't be struggling trying to get that thing out, so I got you. I won't be flim-flamming on World TV. So just like that, I'll be able to grab it.
Good.
No flim-flam. Not a flim-flam on it.
3 a.m. I must be lonely is the song.
Must be lonely.